I received a question from the user Hey Dawson J that said, "Hey Tim, I really enjoy your videos. I was wondering if you've considered doing a video about soloing over ballads." Yes, I have, and you're watching it right now. So here's what I did. I recorded 2 choruses of solo on the tune I Fall in Love Too Easily. If you don't know that song, check it out. I've put some links below to some great recordings of it. Afterwards, I transcribed the solo that I played and tried to go through it and analyze it, and I came up with 7 concepts to soloing over ballads. I'll play you the solo first, and then I'll break it down afterwards. Now, before I do that, I know that it could be interpreted as somewhat arrogant, that I'm transcribing my own solo and then I'm just going to be like, "Hey everybody, these are all the reasons why my solo is so great and you should just try to do that and then you'll be great too like me because I'm so great." The reason I'm doing it is because I could transcribe a Charlie Parker or a Milt Jackson solo, but I can't tell you what the soloist was thinking or what they were reacting to when they recorded it. So if I transcribe my own solos, I can tell you what I was thinking and why I played some phrases in certain ways. I think understanding the inspiration behind the improvisation is just as important as understanding the theory behind it. So anyway, I will shut up now and let's get to the solo, shall we? Right at the beginning of my solo, I used the first and probably most important concept, time feel flexibility. I mentioned this in my video about comping. It's when you're able to switch freely between straight eighth notes, swing eighth notes, triplet feel, double time, swing 16th notes. The first measure alone has a double time feel on beat 1, straight 16th notes on beat 2, and then triplets on beats 3 and 4. This concept permeates the entire solo, and it's the key to making the ballads dance. Good rhythm section players will pick up on these finer nuances of your rhythmic phrasing, and they will begin to play with you. And this is how a ballad will really start to groove. Concept number 2, using the melody and special moments. In measures 7 through 12, I basically played the melody with a few arpeggios and scalar patterns scattered in between. When I think back to how many times I've played this tune, I think I pretty much play the melody, or at least part of it, almost every single time, even when I'm improvising in that spot. The songs that I like the most are songs that have these special moments in the melody. This is a very subjective thing, but to me that spot in the melody is so powerful and haunting that even when I'm soloing, I want to use it. So I do. Concept number 3, using space. Said every teacher I've ever had ever in the history of everything. So I'm gonna define it like this. The spots in my solo where I tended to let a note ring for a beat or longer tended to be the same spots where the melody has some sort of a pause or a held out note. There's a hint somewhere in there. Learn the melody. Learn the melody. Concept number 4, indicator phrases. At the end of the first chorus, my final phrase ends on a B flat, which is the 5th on an E flat major. And for the last 250 years of Western music history, ending a phrase on the 5th is a pretty good indicator that I'm not done yet. At the end of the second chorus, I ended my phrase on the E flat, which is the root. Which is a very good indicator that, okay, I'm probably done now. Some other indicators can be rhythmic. For example, at the end of my second chorus, I played a very obvious double-time swing feel phrase. This could have been an indicator that I was hoping the rhythm section would go to a double time feel for a few bars. At the very end of my solo, after I landed on the root, which indicated I was done, I then indicated that the final melody should be played in a more relaxed way by playing very calm, straight eighth notes that led into the first chord of the top of the chorus. Concept number 5. Use the blues. I've noticed over time that I have a tendency to play bluesy phrases in the last 2 bars of a chorus. I think of it as an exclamation point on a phrase. It makes the audience go, yeah. Concept number 6. Where's the high point? The highest notes, or the climax, I guess, of my solo were the high A flat and B flat in the C7 chord 3 bars before the end of my final chorus. In that bar, I knew which notes I was aiming for. I was going to aim for the flat 13 and flat 7th on that C7 chord, and rhythmically, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it, and it ended up coming out as a quintuplet, but I can tell you I was definitely not thinking, okay, da 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 da. It wasn't a metric thought in my head. I was thinking more about a free rhythmic phrase over the top of the quarter note. Concept number 7. Faster chords equals more motion. There are 2 places in the 2 choruses where I played double time on top of the double time, so I guess they were 32nd notes. It's that one part where there's too many notes to fit on one line. It's not a coincidence that that's also the only part of the song that has harmonic rhythm that moves at the speed of a quarter note. That A flat minor 7 to D flat 7 chord, it's the fastest harmonic rhythm in the entire song. That's the spot where, subconsciously or not, whenever I got there, I had the feeling, hey, this is where I should really go for it in terms of playing some faster lines. And I wasn't planning it that way, it just happened both times. And so now when I think back on it, that's what I was reacting to. I was reacting to the faster harmonic rhythm. There's one spot where on the D minor 7 flat 5 chord, I played an A natural. That's because I just forgot the chord at the moment, and I played the A natural, I immediately realized it was wrong, and then I just played an A flat right after it. And those little imperfections, those are things that happen all the time, and very often they turn into really nice parts of the solo. So I guess the key to playing ballads is to have clear rhythmic phrasing over a variety of time feels while keeping the melody and harmonic rhythm in mind, and using indicators to communicate with the band and the blues to make the crowd go, yeah!